All right, this is our second exam, Unit 2 Dynamics. And a couple of things on question number 1, when I look through it quick, I look at the main instructions, and I'm going to notice, clearly show the methods and steps involved in arriving at your answers. We're going to see that we skipped some of those things later on in the exam, so I just wanted to highlight that. When I read the first problem, I look through and I look a couple of things. I see rough, so I know there's going to be friction, which is this value. And I see it's kinetic friction, so I know immediately I have F of K, and this is going to be use of K. Going to kind of figure out that information right away. And then when I'm doing this, they're going to ask for a free body diagram, but real quick here, I'm going to write down the forces I know I have. Just a rough out for myself, and this is my tension, and this seemed to be what some of you forgot. So this is the opposite, so this is the sign, the portion that's in the y direction, and then this is the portion that'll be in the x direction. So the first thing I'm going to do is, on my answer, I'm going to have my free body diagram, and I'm only going to put the forces that I have. There's some of my forces. I'm going to remind myself that I have a portion of it, and which one, this is y, this is x, and the cosine. And that's just a reminder to make sure that I use that. And then they want to know f of n and using the forces. This is for, so B, there's my A, my B, they want to know what was my normal forces using just variables. Well, the only forces that matter is the sum of the forces in the y direction. And if I just narrow in on those, the only ones I have are those, and then I also have the portion of the tension that was there. So I have all of those three there, just to remind myself what I have. So if F is positive, I have F of n plus the tension and the sign minus mass times gravity, and that's mass and acceleration. I don't have any motion there. So F of n quickly becomes m sub g minus f of t, the sine of 0. And I just did the algebra to do that. For C, really they just want to know what is acceleration. Well, I'm going to get acceleration for the sum of my forces in the x direction. So the ones I had in my x direction were f of t x and the cosine, and I only had f of k. That's it. Those are the only two forces I had there. So, and if I say this is positive, I'm going to have the tension of the force in that x direction minus friction, which is opposing it, times mass times acceleration. I know f of k really is use of k, f of n. I determined f of n from above, so it's going to become mass, the portion. So this all becomes and then they wanted us to solve for A. So my final step and I'm done.